Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the August 15th zoning board hearing. We have one hearing tonight. It looks like it's going to be a quick hearing, so will be on the application of Rosaline Pine, 123 Congress Street, Milford, for a variance from the provisions of section 2.5 or the other applicable provisions of the bylaw in relation to two parcels of land, 123 Congress Street, consisting in the aggregate of 32,000 square feet, more or less, which parcels are located in the RB zoning district and are owned by her. Variance relief is sought to permit the redrawing of the lot lines between the parcels so that one conforming lot will contain the existing family dwelling and the other lot will be available to construct a single-family residence. Variance release is requested from the minimum lot requirements, which are 15,000, and the new requirement is 11,400 will be provided. And from the front requirements, 100 feet is required and 95 feet will be provided on the smaller lot. All these copies, of course, have been submitted to the town hall. With that, we have the link to the application. Do I have a motion to dispense with this?
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Bobby to dispense with the reading as long as it's the same as indicated in the application. If so, I have a second by John. All those in favor? Opposed? That's unanimous. For the record, I want to send this over to the planning board. Did review this at their August 13th meeting and recommend favorable. And with that, I believe we can turn it over to Attorney Pettinari.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Ernie Pettinari. I'm a lawyer and I live in Milford, and I'm here tonight on behalf of Mrs. Pine. If some of you are getting a feeling of deja vu, it's because we've done this before. This is now actually the third time we've been before you seeking the identical relief. In the prior two instances, the board voted unanimously to grant the relief, and I'm kind of happy to say that on each occasion, including the other night, the planning board voted unanimously to support the application. Just briefly, by way of historical background, when these properties were originally laid out, this is the old hill house that was up on Congress Street. When they were originally laid out, there were two buildable lots. There were always two buildable lots. The Pines, when they bought the property, Mrs. Pine took them and they went into common ownership. Because of that, she basically foreclosed the right to simply, as a matter of right, build on the second lot. We came before you a few years ago because the family was nearing a decision to seek permission from this board so that the lot could be developed and sold. The board voted unanimously to do it. For a variety of reasons, it just never happened. It happened subsequent to that when we found out that the variance had in fact expired. We rushed in to get the variance reissued by the board. The board quite kindly voted unanimously to give it to us again, but again it has lapsed. We're here tonight to tell you that we're now in a position where the Pine family is ready to move forward, and we're looking for the relief that's been granted twice before. The variances we respectfully submit are relatively de minimis. You're looking at a variance of 5 feet on the frontage requirement and about 3,500 on the area requirements. Attached to the memorandum that I prepared for this evening, I did an updated GIS map. If you look at the updated GIS map, you'll see that the vast majority of houses in the neighborhood, and in fact even those abutting, are all on lots that are smaller than the second resultant lot. All of the conditions affecting the property are identical to where they were 2 years ago, and in the interest of expediency, I'll conclude my remarks and just say that we're here to answer any questions you might have.
Okay, anybody in the audience care to be heard? I'm not hearing anyone. I will start with Chris. Any questions, Chris?
I do not know.
Bob, have any questions?
Ernie, the orange outline is the house lot.
Correct. On the GIS map.
Correct, is the house lot.
Yep.
Okay, I'm all set.
John?
Nope.
No questions.
No
And
questions?
again, that's because it's classified for assessment purposes as two separate lots.
Yeah, yeah, just clarifying.
Okay, with that, is there a motion?
Motion to grant the variance?
Motion by Bob to grant as submitted. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Tim. All those in favor? Opposed? That's unanimous.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Since this is the only hearing for tonight, is there a motion to adjourn?
Did you approve the minutes or what? The
We're
last
not doing the
meeting?
minutes. We're going to do the minutes. There's a mistake in the minutes. We're going to revise them.
Oh, okay.
We have a motion to adjourn?
Motion made.
Second? By-
Second.
Second by John. All those in favor?
All right.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.